Hello, beautiful humans. Welcome to this week ahead reading. We are taking a look at the next 7 or so days of your life. What do you need to be aware of? Any guidance that you need to be receiving? Welcome to this channel. This is Do You Tarot. My name is Erica, and if you're not familiar with my channel or pick a card readings, I have 3 decks here, and I'm going to be tuning into 3 messages. They are timeless, as in these messages. They're meant for you whenever you click on this video and find it. All you need to do is feel your way intuitively, psychically, randomly into which of these 3 decks you feel most drawn to. And then once you are aware of that, head to the timestamp in the description of this video. It'll fast forward you to your messages. Group number 1 is the Morgan-Greer tarot deck. Group number 2, Disney Villains. And group number 3, this is Tarot of the Divine. So 1, 2, 3, feel your way, timestamp, fast forward. I will see you there in your messages all about your week ahead. Hi, beautiful humans in group number 1. You all were drawn to the Morgan-Greer Tarot, so these are your messages about your week ahead. I'm going to start by getting 2 cards from this other tarot deck, and they're gonna fill us in on, it's this one. They're gonna fill us in on what are the major energies, or basically the main theme of your week ahead. It's that. Okay. You have the Empress card as well as the 7 of Pentacles, and I feel this energy of slowly, calmly, almost soothingly for your nervous system building up to something big. Like something important and something great this week, but I feel it happening at a pace of calm, at a pace that you can handle. This is nice. The Empress and the 7 of Pentacles. There's something that like I don't know, you feel very encouraged to build on or to build upon that will be appearing this week as a result of your tangible efforts, but it feels like this kind of energy of working with what's in front of you, working with things like the law of attraction, like the things that come to you, you work with them. If they're not there, you work with that absence. It feels as if everything is kind of very important, very building pace. I'm seeing the graph that goes like that for your week ahead, like very productive, very building towards some dream, some goal, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be something large or big. The Empress card is here, so it's making me think that this is very important to you right now in this moment in time. But it's building in a way that just feels as if it's so holistic, so healthy, so relieved and relieving. Like you don't have to, work at a pace that's quicker than you or, wait for things that are slower than you. Let's get some more details with your tarot. Your tarot is gonna fill me in on what is likely to occur more specifically this week. But it just feels like, I don't know, it feels like you can count on yourself and therefore the world around you can count on you. And then that's just a very productive mode to be in right now. What's on the bottom of the deck? 5 of Cups. Maybe it's because you've done some work in acknowledging what really doesn't feel quite right or what really has not worked for you. This on the bottom of the deck, the 5 of Cups, is letting me know what you've put in to this energy already, or what this week ahead is like resourcing itself from, is like basically the time that you took to feel what you feel. This can talk about therapy. This can talk about literally any aspect of, I almost want to say, giving the space and the time, like healing, yes, but to feel. I don't know, you're feeling more accurately and you've given yourself that kind of permission. And so then, of course, a week like this is likely to be created through you for your week ahead. Because I don't know, there's just something about that internal struggle to deny emotion that you've relieved yourself the burden of for at least this period in time. So it's just kind of like the world around you feels like it's responsive to that as well. I'm getting the vibes of like, forgive this if this is triggering, but I'm giving the vibes of someone who lost a dear pet, like a cat, and they passed away, and then you literally claimed that space to grieve because it was important to you. And then everything around you had to acknowledge that energy field that you created. It just kind of like gave more permission maybe than what you were aware of at the time. But okay, let's get some more. We have 7 of Cups and 5 of Pentacles. Some reason I'm hearing right away, I feel you all relieved of the burden of some kind of pain, some kind of hassle in a form and in a way of, I'm also hearing the words frequency and wavelength, that helps you to be able to choose and make decisions more fluidly and more frequently this week. It's almost as if all those channeled words really wanted to give you like a boost up of acknowledgement of you really are creating your reality right now. And it's like really useful maybe for you to like pay attention to the mechanics of how that kind of stuff happens rather than speaking in flowery, fruity, coaching or spiritual language or talk. You're actually doing something and it's very tangible this week. And what I'm seeing right here is something that was holding you back prior to this moment in time is now, and it feels like a burden of healing, a burden of needing to move slower, a burden of not having, the resources or the financial backing, depression, any of those kinds of insecurities, they're being relieved this week. And in that kind of a way, you're going to be making some earnest choices. Like I almost feel as if you're sitting in like a CEO seat and like a bunch of people are approaching you with like documents to sign or like motions to approve of or like the next investment or something like that. It feels like that kind of energy happening quite a bit for you, and the pace, the frequency of it, like I said with this graph, it'll pick up in like quickness, I feel like, or intensity as you gain your solid footing and your ground in being able to determine yourselves much more. This can be very simple. This doesn't have to be like huge, big picture, like you're going to make some huge decisions about your lives. It just can be very simple, as in this is a very productive week for you. Utilize the energy to the best of your ability to really kind of make some moves that you've been dangling on or holding back on. This is the week to trust yourself. It's almost as if I feel like I'm an astrologer right now and I'm telling you your planets are in alignment for these kinds of actions. Like, this is a great week for, making those choices that you want to build on in the future. I see you all doing that, and I see it being very, very productive, almost because this 5 of Pentacles is right here. Like whatever it was that was the burden has been lifted, maybe because of your 5 of Cups effort. But okay, let's take a look. We also have the Page of Rods and the 10 of Swords. What's interesting is that I see these cards pointing to you all doing something for a friend. I honestly see you all standing up for the little guy or standing up for someone who can't do it otherwise. Like you have the courage this week and the tenacity, and I almost want to say the daring, a little bit of recklessness maybe, but not too much. This is Page of Rods. Yeah, I feel you all standing up for someone who really deserves it and really needs it. In a sweet way, these what I see this event being is something that holds the frequency of like gifting and giving, like charitable organizations, as well as activism, because you have the courage to, the drive to, the determination to, and then also that little spark that the Page of Wands acknowledges of, I almost want to say like recklessness again, but it more feels like adventure. It more feels like Fool card. Like you are gonna kind of leap off a cliff, even though you don't really necessarily know where you're gonna land. It just feels like if you go ahead and do this, it'll feel right to you. It's kind of just that energy of like giving, like, I don't know, there's something about like, yeah, this is very specific, but this energy of like, you might not have your budget for the week or the month fully mapped out just yet, but you see a homeless person and you have $20 in your pocket. This is that gesture of like, you give that 20 to the homeless person and then you see how things pan out financially for yourself. But the 7 of Pentacles, I really feel like trust the momentum, and this really feels like it's a part of you being a little bit more wild and free. Literally, I'm going to speak a bit in spiritual terms, but you integrating much more of your wild woman, your wild man, your wild self into public life or culture as it is. Like if you didn't have those kinds of cultural normative restrictions, like this is how we behave. We save for ourselves. We do not give to others unless we have an overabundance. That kind of stuff. It really feels as if you're gonna do a mild break free and it's gonna fit into the pattern. Empress, Seven of Pentacles. It's gonna fit into the pattern somehow, and it's gonna make you feel strong, and not selfishly. I feel nothing selfish here beyond the selfishness of how good it can feel to give, to support, to help, to protect, to provide. That level of, selfishness, how self-serving that can be. But okay, what are these last two? We have, for some reason, the Four of Cups really wants to show itself, and then the Nine of Pentacles. I hear the words, the grace of giving will expand you into new horizons that you did not know were possible, almost through unlocking some kind of determination, some kind of mechanism, some kind of emotions or feelings inside of you that will lead you to a stronger path this week and moving forward. These are very specific. This is a very specific message right here, and I feel like it's something is likely to occur this week that if you choose to focus on it, pay attention, really, really see it when it happens. It has the potential to drive you forward to something that might be a new business, a new project, a new heartfelt creative endeavor, a new living situation. This can translate into anything in the physical or the material, a new way that you want to live your lives and move your bodies. Where you want to present yourself physically every single day as a routine. All of these kinds of things with this Nine of Pentacles are very possible, prosperous, healthy, harmonious, balanced, and true for you. The Four of Cups, though, feels like the most important thing. The Nine of Pentacles, it was no, it's the Four of Cups. It's been staring at us this whole time. The Four of Cups is unlock the mechanism, or the unlocking of this bounty, this fruitfulness, this right way to go for you is happening this week. I see that happening. It's sort of like you would not have seen it. Oh my God, I'm going back to the Five of Cups, you guys, and then I'm gonna get some more cards for you. It's almost like you would not have seen it if you hadn't done so much emotional work or so much of that kind of stuff that I said of claiming your space and, going through what you needed to go through. Since you have, there's something that it might come through in the universal language of feelings and senses and sensitivity, intuition, heart space. I really feel like this is very clairvoyant guidance for you to pay attention to that, maybe a little bit more than you would on a normal day, because there's something in your heart space, maybe emotionally especially, that's going to be, you're going to feel it. And it's going to be unlocked. It's going to be something that it's kind of like an option, or that can turn into an opportunity, but an option that you did not know was there or was available for you to choose and to pick up on is going to open itself to you. This can come in the form of a partner, of someone new, of the embrace of a different direction, just in general. I feel like there will be some kind of stimulating event, obviously outside of you, to have you feel things in this kind of a motivating or motivator kind of a way. It feels a bit mysterious, and I don't think that I meant to go into greater detail, Group 1, about what your, new cup is. But I like right here that we have 7 cups, and I almost feel like, I know the 8 of Cups in tarot is a total different card, but I almost feel like the 7 of Cups card, keep it with that same kind of energy of you need to make some emotionally driven choices and be wise about it, I feel like this cup right here in the 4 of Cups is going to be added to the same energy by the end of the week, and you'll be like, I have different choices now. I have another option. Interesting. Let me feel about this one. Okay, these next 2 cards are what will help you all with challenges and conflict this week. Where can you turn to and lean on inside of yourselves and outside? We have Neptune with vision. This feels very internal. Like this feels like a really prominent energy for you. Like I almost want to say trust your internal compass, but it's much more like embrace the science of it is the best way to say it. Embrace the science of your internal emotional compass, because there's something about this week. The challenges that you face will bring, I almost want to say will bring you back to it. It's just like this is one of those weeks where like anything that would be conflict or a challenge, take it as a learning lesson, as it's like, okay, this was meant to be. How can I accept this and receive it as if I had called it to me and asked it to happen? One of those annoying things that we like to say in spiritual communities to help us cope with trauma. It feels as if this week it would be very good for you to take things like that very sincerely and earnestly, because it's all going to help with that chart, that graph. It's all going to help with something that you're building. And there's something about being in true alignment with the accurate enough vision. If you can see the road ahead of you, it'll help you better take the steps onward onto it. Yeah, just like always recognize that, like, I feel like almost every single event that will be significant for you all this week, always recognize that it's contributing to your inner world and your ability to see the road ahead for you guys, okay? Just take that, And then we also have Sagittarius energy with expand. I kind of love Sagittarius. I say this too much. I have a crush on Sagittarius energy. I'm very driven and very exploratory. Anyway, but it's very much that kind of like the Empress, like I was saying, the overall energy, you set your sights on someone, something, who you want to be, whatever that is. And then this is the week for when the challenges and conflicts arise, recognize that it's a part of the expansive process and journey that will include more than you could ever conceive of, like to be able to go on that path and accomplish, achieve, arrive, align, embody. All those kinds of things. It feels like these two are very internal, while also these can be receptive people, or I want to say like workers, like, healthcare, or like spiritual, or people who help us, workers who can help guide you as well. Those who you look to for earnest and sincere guidance, really trust in them this week. But yeah, this Sagittarius energy is giving me the vibes of like, it is such a winding road. It's very much so giving me The Alchemist vibes, Paulo Coelho. You're like, it's just gonna be like, one, you have no idea, but you're gonna learn a lot, you're gonna grow and change, and you will get to that treasure at the end and then some. I just wanna say this before getting to your last cards. The huge manifestations that I have, I guess I could say, accomplished or achieved in my lives, group one, they have always come in a really, I have no clue how I got there kind of a way. And they've always included more than what I was even asking for. I'm just gonna leave it there. And then your last two cards from this deck, we have ask for help from others. Okay, that's that little indication of the what I was saying with the Neptune and the Sagittarius. And if these are guides, I really feel like guides for you, really lean on them. But even more than that, I feel like this is a little hidden, because this ask your angels is coming through as well. I really feel as if both these cards want to point right to this event right here, the Page of Rods and the Ten of Swords. I really feel as if that singular thing can be something that really, I don't know, I feel like challenges your momentum and helps you step up and gain it, and something that really matters to you. So I feel like you might behave as if you're acting like somebody else's angel and you are going to be helping someone. I should just please indulge in that. I really feel like it's really gonna be something good for you to do this week. Like, it's just gonna feel whole and right inside of you. But okay, those are your messages, group one. Damn. This went really cool. If you like this reading and if it has helped, go ahead and hit that like button, give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe, comment below. Go ahead and check out the links that I have in the description of this video for some tarot offerings. I am open for live readings right now if you'd like to book one with me, as well as we're doing my favorite thing it's usually the last Saturday of every month at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you are a tarot reader or a reader of any kind of divination tool at any level and you want to hang out with other tarot readers and everybody read for each other over Zoom, that's what we do. That's the group tarot session. Head to the link. You can read more about it. You can sign up for the next one. It's $11. I'd love to see you there. Otherwise, sending you on your way. Please remember, we are all free and we are also all connected at the exact same time. I love you. Hi, beautiful humans in group 2. You all were drawn to the Disney Villains Tarot deck, so these are your messages about your week ahead. I'm going to start us off with 2 cards from this other tarot deck, and they're going to show you all what are the major energies of the week ahead for you. What is the main theme, basically. Okay, these 2. That felt odd. I just wanted to say, like, getting the cards felt a little bit off. Okay, we have the 5 of Swords and the 3 of Wands. Okay, just gonna say it. Just the energy spoke before the cards did. I'm feeling this energy of doubting, like, a lot. Like, I don't know, like, the journey will keep you moving this week. Like, you're gonna keep going with things, but I just feel like there's this frequency of stopping, stalling, starting, questioning, doubting throughout it all. Like me, I mean, in the energy, I can't say whether or not just yet. I'm going to get to your cards and they'll speak a bit more specifically about events that are likely to occur in the week ahead. I'm not getting the vibe of whether or not it's like, you know, a good thing or a bad thing, like a judgment call on you're stalling this week and you need to get moving, or it's a great thing to stall because this 5 of Swords might indicate there are some kinds of energies in the mix that aren't exactly bountiful or fruitful. You know what? Let's just get to your cards. But basically, I'm feeling like the whole week will have this kind of like, I don't really know where I stand, even though events are still happening and occurring, and I am still walking the journey and the path and moving forward with things. Like, I really feel this energy of booking travel without having all of the details. Yeah, and that might have you feeling unsettled. Yeah, okay, let's see a bit more about this. The bottom of the deck is the Knight of Cups. I'm feeling something enticing, like in your recent history. The bottom of the deck for me is always what's building the week ahead, what's already occurred, what might be, you know, creating this energy, these events. The Knight of Cups with Gaston. It feels like someone or something who has drawn you to them or it. Something that carries this kind of energy. It just feels like it's underdeveloped. And you would like it to be more developed so that you could be more assured before you make more moves toward it or have it coming toward you. This could be some kind of a job that's popping up and you're like, could be good, could be cool, need to know more about it. Like, it's kind of that energy of you head to an interview and the interview goes well, but you didn't find out enough about the company, or if you are the person who was interviewing someone as a potential employer or partner or something, you're like, I mean, like, there were good vibes, but I want to find out more. It's that, like, I'm going to need like a second, third, or fourth interview. That kind of energy. Let's see your cards. We have the 6 of Wands, and then we also have the 10 of Swords, the 7 of Wands, and then we have the Tower. Okay. What I'm feeling like is something is going to be seen. Someone will show themselves more of their true nature, colors, maybe even their true inner workings, their true calling, I'm hearing as well. There's something about, like, I like this combination of cards, actually. It's interesting. Based on everything energetically that I've already been picking up on, especially with these cards, what I see you all doing is, I want to say, earning the right to reveal more. It feels like in these cards, it feels like you might not get all the answers by the end of the week, but I see you all standing your ground and, in essence, insisting on an earned victory. There we go. Like you're gonna have to know more before you say yes or no, or before you celebrate or something like that. It's kind of the energy. I'm just seeing this right now. The kind of the energy of in sports where there was a goal, like, soccer, somebody kicked it in, but then it's being disputed. I'm also thinking football, because this is done more in American football. Like, it's being disputed, so the refs are watching the replay. And everybody really wants to celebrate because, like, yay, touchdown kind of energy. But it's like, is it actually a touchdown? That's what I'm sensing here. But what I'm actively seeing is a whole lot of mental energy, especially devoted to sort of like one foot on solid ground and the other ready to take the leap of faith. It's just that one foot on solid ground this week is literally kind of, I feel like you're gonna need to take the leap in some kinds of ways. I feel like it's gonna kind of, to be more descriptive, it's gonna kind of be this kind of dance of like, you want to go in this direction. It likes you, you like it, or they, or whatever this situation is for you all. There's this energy of like, is it time to let go of, my solid ground? I feel like this has the energy of being very foundational for you, a very foundational commitment, connection, partnership, the energy of, being hired or hiring, that kind of stuff. But it's like, before I fully let go of where I've been standing, I feel as with the Tower card, like, even if it's crumbling around me, like, even if you're desperate for a job, there's this energy of, you're like, I just know that I'm not going to say yes if it's going to be something that will hurt me or harm me or devastate me. I'm getting this energy of, you have to find, like, you're on a job search and you're in this financial pinch, so you like literally have to find the job, but you're also really consciously aware of where your boundaries are and your values, and you still have to honor them. You're not going to go like full toxic workplace in this situation. So I see you all doing a whole lot of conversation, a whole lot of back and forth. Like I've already been saying with examples, like going for that like second, third, fourth interview, just asking more questions, compelling more answers to be given and revealed and told. And I see you all primarily by the end of the week, especially with this Tower card here, potentially making some kind of final say or final decision on whatever this matter is for you all. Like, you're forcing the development of it through your energy, through your like solid yeses and solid nos, through the Seven of Wands. Like, yourself, and you're really like gonna be like, okay, yes, this is all that I needed to really be aware of. This is a go for me. Or, ooh, now that I know that, no, I'm not doing that. Okay, what are these two cards? We also have the Page of Cups and the True Love card in this deck. I almost want to say this feels like a fresh start or a new beginning, maybe in some completely other area of your world or of your lives, but arguably as a result of whatever this is and the decisions that are made. It feels like, whether this is a solid yes or a solid no for you, all whatever this situation is, this week, I feel like you're going to be approaching a pretty solid decision by the end of the week. And this Tower card is symbolizing either the old will fade away or what you thought would be the new is going to fade away. You're going to know where the solid enough foundation is for you moving forward, and you're just going to, work with it and deal with it. But I feel no matter what, that decision having an enormous positive impact on another area of your lives, primarily positive relationships. There's something about your energy that's just like super, super determined and very strong and unfuckwithable, pretty much. I don't know. I feel like there's a better way of saying that. It's just like very self-honoring. self-devoted, kind of unflinching, unbendable to the best of your ability in your situation right now. And because of that, I feel like there's some kind of positive reward in these two cards that you're going to receive. Like, I don't know, like someone who really likes you or loves you is going to come forward and be like, I'm really proud of the way that you held your own this week. I'm really proud of how you behaved, and I'm here to support you. I love you kind of energy. I feel just like positive, loving relationship connection kind of energy, literally as a result of however this goes. But okay, let's take a look at these cards, these next two cards, this one and this one, interestingly enough. They're gonna show us where to turn to and lean on in times of challenge and conflict this week, inside of yourselves and out. We have fifth house with passion, and I wanna say those hobbies and the people whom you like to spend time with. Like literally, I just, at face value, I'm like, do you like to paint? There's something about the energy of self-devotion, like we've already said in the cards. There's something about that like hold fast and tight to that. That's what like the energy of, it's almost like, what is that called with a wheel? the center of a wheel. That thing, I can't think of the word, but like what everything revolves around this week, it like is you and how well you know you. So anything that you can do and anyone whom you can hang around that really touches down on, okay, they get you, they know you, and oh, this action or this activity is really a part of your pure soul, your pure heart, your pure self. Like, you know, walking in nature, painting, riding horses. Like I mean, it's stupid for me to give more examples. You guys know, cooking. I just want to keep going. Reading, taking a bath. Like literally any of those activities will really, really help you with the whole point of this week and what is going to determine the outcome of it. It will help you. They will help you with you. The you-ness is the number one thing that will help you get through these challenges and these conflicts that are very apparent, that are right here in your cards. And then we also have Capricorn, achieve. This seems to be the vibe, or I'm hearing the word the reckoning of the week for you, is how far are you willing to go to achieve what in your world and in your lives. I almost feel like this card wants to come out with that kind of like a question that you can maybe journal about if you feel so compelled, is like, okay, achievement, depending on what we're trying to achieve, oftentimes, maybe especially in business and in our careers, oftentimes the way that us humans have set it up so far, it requires sacrifice, persistence, dedication, like burning the candle at both ends. And it's just something about this week of like really determined for yourselves, especially with all of this that's likely to occur. And what we've already said is like, it's about you. How willing are you to compromise on certain things? Like, how much do you know yourselves? Like, when it comes to burning the candle at both ends, is that something that you harmonize with? Are you cool with, you know, nose to the grindstone, hitting the books hard, doing what you have to do? Is that something that is like an authentic, you know, it works with you? It's part of your value system for what you are trying to achieve. It feels like you're driving yourselves forward right now. And with these conflicts, it's just like it came up, the toxic workplace or the toxic work culture. Is that a negotiable or a non-negotiable for you? Like, do you know you're going to be dealing with some seedy stuff on your journey and on your path forward? And therefore, is that negotiable? You know what I just thought of? It's ridiculous. I think of animated movies all the time, but I thought of Zootopia and how I forgot the bunny's name. Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot her name. But like how her dream was to become the first bunny police officer. And so then like, this is a good example. What was she willing to put up with on her path toward achievement and toward success? She put up with a lot of, what is the word? I'm trying to think of like a vocab word and I'm thinking of denigration, but that feels too big. Like, you know, people making fun of her, not people, animals. animals making fun of her and like putting her down and doubting her and just making it harder for her, not wanting to help her and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, but that was like what she knew she was gonna have to face, and that was a part of her journey, and you know, she was ready for the toxic workplace. Honestly, that's a really good example. And we are talking Disney here. You chose a Disney deck, so there you go. Yeah, so just remember those kinds of things. Remember, it's all about you, so stick with you, do the things that help you stay with you, be with the people who know you, actual you, and then, you know, kind of really hone in on what you are and are not ready to forego, give up, put up with, you know, those kinds of things. In essence, I want to say know your boundaries, but we got a hell of a lot more specific than that. But okay, I'm going to finish your reading off with 2 cards from this deck and see what they have to say for you. This one, okay. I'm gonna give you 3 because you're worth it. Ask your angels. That one came out for group 1 as well. We also have peaceful resolution. Come on, you guys. This is literally the story of your week, is that no matter what, especially with this promise and the Page of Cups and the true love, you're going to reach a layer and a level of a peaceful resolution of your issue. If it is a job and you're desperate and you say no, you're still gonna feel fucking good about it. And then we have compromise. Yeah. Make sure that at the end of the week, all your scales are feeling balanced. That's for sure. I feel like this peaceful resolution is a huge like guidance, North Star kind of energy of like, that's exactly what you're going for. That's exactly what you're likely to achieve this week. Ensure that whatever you are compromising on, you know, I'm repeating myself. This ask your angels might be a bit literal. I'm honestly feeling drawn to just call it out like it's a literal interpretation of this card for you all. If you are compelled to do such things as speak with what would be in higher dimensions or on the other side of the veil, your ancestors, your I'm feeling like, you know, your loved ones who have passed on. If you do pray, whomever and whatever you communicate with or you feel comfortable communicating with, I feel like this ask your angels might be really, in all sincerity, I feel like a good guidance mechanism. Like one of those moments in time this week might compel you to do something of like, just send me a sign. Send me a sign, God, source, universe, Gaia, whatever, angels. Just send me a sign and that'll help me. You're on the journey, you're on the path this week. There's no going back. There's only checks and balances. But okay, that's what I have for you all, group 2. How do you feel? Do you feel ready? I hope that we have prepared you well. If so, give it a big thumbs up, hit that like button, also subscribe and comment below. Also, you can check out the links that I have in the description of this video. I am currently open for live readings right now if you would like to book one with me. Also, there's the link to the next group tarot gathering. If you are a reader at any level of tarot or divination tools, oracle decks, whatever, you can come with your deck and a question that you would like to receive a reading on, because what we do is we meet over Zoom and we all read for one another. So you are going to receive a reading. It'll be from a bunch of different readers at one time. And then you can also practice giving a reading. It's very simple, straightforward, gorgeous, beautiful. There are beautiful people who come to these meetings. So it's $11 to sign up. Head to the link. You can get some more info there. And it's usually on the last Saturday of every month at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's it. I'm sending you on your way. Please remember, we are all free and we are also all connected always at the exact same time. I love you. Hello, beautiful humans in group number 3. You all were drawn to this Tarot of the Divine deck. So these are your messages all about your week ahead. I'm shuffling this other deck because I like to get 2 cards to start these readings off with that will focus on what are the major energies, or basically the main theme of this week ahead for you. And you all have 3 cards. It's 3 cards. Okay, we have the 10 of Wands. I just heard playful energy. Interestingly, that's not really what usually, maybe it's because it looks like candy, but 10 of Wands usually means like overburdened. Okay, and then we have the 4 of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. That's interesting. I feel like the whole week ahead, where you would be overburdened, maybe with your chores or your task list, or what you are trying to achieve right now, or who you are going for, or who you are striving to become, feels like this energy of invoke a little bit of play into the whole matter is likely to be occurring this week. You might receive some kind of assistance and help with being able to do this. Like someone who does want you to be able to have more fun and therefore, approach what is necessary for you to be doing right now. Like your tasks, like your workload or what your normal life is, or maybe again, if you're striving to achieve something right now, I feel like there will be someone or many people or something there to be able to support you into realizing a better way of going about it or how to handle it this week. And then this Knight of Pentacles, I'm getting this energy of things will get done almost like very harmoniously, a little bit mystically. Like at the end of the week, you'll be like, fuck, I just achieved a whole lot and it wasn't that bad. Like I did it with a little pep in my, okay, I was about to say pep in my step, but I'm literally feeling Mary Poppins energies. I forget the song that she sings to get the kids to clean up their shit in their room. Yeah, you're gonna have like some kind of Mary Poppins influence, but also what you need to know is that the major energy of this week is that like you get to kind of like play with your chores, play with the details of your big picture projects, or like just how much you've tasked yourself or how much you feel you need to get done this week. It's all going to be achieved, maybe even and then some, but I don't want to like stress you out by saying that. It just feels like this Four of Swords is pointing to a method and or a person or people or support or somebody who just like helps it all go down like with a spoonful of sugar. Okay, let's see a bit more about this for you all. I'm getting your cards, and they're gonna show us what is likely to occur this week for you all more specifically. There we go. Okay, you guys get another card again. Okay, look at that. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Coins. Okay, and there's either like, this is so interesting. Bottom of the deck energy for me, as most of you all who watch these readings know, is usually what is building the reading or the situation or your week ahead for you. And Three of Coins or Three of Pentacles, it tends to focus on or symbolize working in partnership, working in a team, working collaboratively on some kind of physical reality. This can be like you and a personal trainer, or you and your team at work, or something like that, or genuinely you and the person who you're in a relationship with and working together to build that relationship up well. In this deck, what this is showing, this person right here is an initiate, and I forget these two people, they're not people, I don't know what they are. I think they might be demons, but like not the bad kind of demon. They're shamans. These two characters in the back, they are shamans, and what they are doing is they're putting this shaman initiate through like the grueling tests of shamanism. Again, you have help. You have someone or something that has graced you with some kind of a presence of this is a step-by-step process. Like this is like coaches. I almost feel like coaches, and you have been coached, and you have a process, and you're ready to test it. You're ready to, bring it forward and do it. Okay, Ace of Wands, as well as the Seven of Swords, as well as the Eight of Swords. I'm just gonna say this. I think what we've said quite a lot about what's likely to occur this week. And usually that's what these cards are saying, but I feel like these cards want to talk about this gentle hum that will be going on in the background, almost like a background conversation for you to have, maybe with these people or your coaches or whomever or whatever this is. Who are definitely on your side, definitely are striving to help you achieve. They have, like, the thing about these two characters is they have very, very strong and high standards. And they won't accept anything but, the excellence coming through you, because they understand the approach, intention, manifestation. They understand how important it is for you to be able to do this. So what's likely to occur is you being able to lean into this creative process and what it brings up within you mentally. Seven of Swords might be anything toxic that you have dealt with in the past, anything toxic that you might be feeling compelled to engage with currently, and help you be more consciously aware of arguably subconscious patterns. Like things that you have not been paying attention to, I really feel like are gonna just come right up to the surface for you to visit and be like, oh, ugh, okay, here we go, let's resolve this. Like I'm feeling this energy of resistance. I'm feeling this energy of like things very beneficially, not things, like I said, what was unconscious is gonna make it, like your behavioral patterns or the way that you think, your beliefs or something like that are gonna come to rise to the surface for you to engage with and, I don't know, make some conscious behavior pattern choices, make some different decisions. And in that kind of a way, I call that process releasing. Like something is coming up, be conscious of it, work with it, play with it. I feel like in your downtime, spare time, when you are being coached, when you are connecting and when you are being helped, like talk with people about what's coming up. And then the Eight of Swords as well is like, it feels like a very mental process based on how you think you need to behave, you know, coercively or trickstery, or maybe how that has happened in the past and you're being very protective. That's Eight of Swords energy. It feels like both are very influential and heavy for you all this week. Like a mental process is going to be humming in the background this entire time throughout the whole week for you to go ahead and deal with these subconscious and unconscious programming things inside of you that tell you to like play small and keep yourself safe. Like, you know, you're feeling threatened or things like that. This Ace of Wands is because you're engaging with this creative, this passion, whatever this newness is. Whatever your tasks are, they are exciting. So they are going to want to be clearing some room for them. Does that make sense? Like you're going in a direction, you're going in a journey and you're liking it and you've received help, you're receiving help. And so then that's going to bring stuff up to the surface that you don't need anymore. Patterns of behavior. You don't need to be so afraid. You don't need to hang around toxic or be anything unawares toxic, you know, any of those survival patterns. Really, I feel like we can just summarize that as survival patterns are going to be coming to the surface this week. Take care with yourselves. Okay, and then we also have the Six of Wands. There you go. And we have the Nine of Cups. And then what? Four of Wands. And what's this last one? King of Cups. Oh my God, come on. This is a great week. An awesome week. A ridiculously good week. You're just gonna feel so flipping good by what you accomplish, what you achieve, what you set up. Four of Wands for me, like it is, I mean, it does look like wedding ceremony. And both these cards look like, you know, yay, you get to be with the one you love and you set it up well, you made everything great. You planned your wedding perfectly and it goes off without a hitch kind of energy this week. But even more than that, the Four of Wands, especially through private readings and how many that I would do for people, I have done in the past, for like businesses or entrepreneurialism or side projects that they wanted to set up. Four of Wands became a card that kept repeatedly coming up to symbolize this is a business very well set up, or a product, or a launch, or something like that. Like when you offer it, it's going to be extremely well received. People are going to be very happy about it. So I just wanted to throw that in there because I feel so much of that energy in your reading, just in case for quite a few of you that's probably really resonating. But earned victory, very earned victory. And in that kind of a way, you feeling really, really, really good about your efforts. Nine of Cups, really good. I think the story with these two in this card, I forget their names. I'm so bad with details. I forget their names, but I think it was like this man really fell in love with this woman who technically was a part of a harem, I think, in a palace. And in order to be with her, what he did was disguise himself as a beautiful woman so that he could live in the harem too and like live with her. Something along those lines. But it's basically like he did what he had to. It was a lot of effort, but he got to his end goal. Like, it doesn't matter to him. He's with the woman that he loves kind of energy. And then the King of Cups, it's just, I feel celebration energy, maybe, but just like a kind of, I don't know, just that energy of like the house gets all spick and span and cleaned up. You know, you did this, you did your spring cleaning kind of energy, and you stand there in the foyer and you're just like hands on hips and you're like really damn emotionally satisfied by your stable efforts. That is King of Cups energy. I feel you feeling really, really good by the end of the week. And I feel you really, really loving the way you go about doing things, really earning that success and really being proud of yourselves. I see you all being praised for that as well, as in like these two in the background. Those who are such harsh teachers might begrudgingly offer you a little, you did good, like kind of energy. Like this was, you did well. Like kind of thing. I just like, it feels really damn good. Okay. These two cards, I'm shuffling them because, this one, I'm shuffling them because I like to get two cards that show us where we can turn to and lean on with conflict and challenges outside of ourselves and inside of ourselves. It is these two. It was just like the two on the bottom for some reason. I feel like you're not going to be having a whole lot of conflict aside from these patterns, which I don't know, take it gracefully. But okay, we have 11th house with community. Yeah. Genuinely your community. Genuinely those. And again, we have the energy of 3 here. So 3, there might be 2 other people. You might be part of like 3 people who are guiding you. It's just, there's this energy of the number 3, which is just, I don't know, it's standing out as something very prominent for you to turn to and to grasp some support with. And it just always, it feels like many hands make light work of a single project. Teamwork, oh God, I'm gonna say it. Teamwork makes the dream work. Ugh. But it's true. It's so true. Don't go it alone. There's nothing about this in your cards about going it alone. If you feel like you're, especially, you know, these subconscious patterns, 7 of Swords, 8 of Swords, that kind of shit is coming up where you're like clenching or fearing or thinking, I'll just, you know, exclude, or I'll just contain or anything like that. This energy is like, how dare you? When you have this kind of cool, actionable support on your side this week, don't you dare go alone, okay? And then just to really fucking hammer this message home, we have the trine sextile with symbiosis. Everyone is working together towards some kind of masterful, achievable goal. I like that this 3 of coins does indicate mastery, which for me, that's such a heavy word, but it is a very pure objective. Let's go for it, you know? Let's master something this week. And I say let's, because when you're experiencing that challenge and that conflict, it's all about, remember, you're not doing this alone. It's a let's do this. I really, a few months ago, I honed in on the word synergy. And I don't know if I'm ever defining, I should look it up because I use it so often in these readings. But I define it as like, when you get involved in some kind of a group work or a team and everybody feels like an important, valued part of that, and you're all going for something, it feels like family, it feels like community, connection, tribe. You're all going for something that you all mutually agree is very valued and very worth it to go for. Remember that this week. Like I was saying, like these are shamans and they're training a shaman. Like all of us know what shamans are and what they do. It's like they're such hard teachers because they're like, what you are doing is so vastly important to other people. We're gonna be hard on you because we need you to be great. Oh God, just remember that this week. Everyone is working towards some common goal, common aim, common direction, and it's symbiotic. If you feel, here you go. If you feel as if you are draining other people, or you like, I don't want you to like have to stay up late and talk to me, even though I need your help. I feel bad. This card right here, symbiosis. Catch yourself before you doing something like that, before, just feeling guilty or neglecting your needs, because everything that you need and you do is a part of something that other people are contributing to and doing at the same exact time. Your success is their success, okay? Your last 2 cards, trust. I like also in a kind of really spooky, creepy way. You're never alone. I like that this card shows like the person, and then it shows like Jesus person, like kind of misty in the background, and then this like angel in the background. And it's like, really, no, really, this week you are really not alone. Really. Okay, you got people who are legitimately protecting you, guiding you, helping you, trust in them. And then your last card, take action, leap forward. That's not just a unicorn. It's not just a Pegasus. I watched My Little Pony, so I know that's an alicorn that you are taking action on. You have magnificently qualified support for you all this week. That's pretty wonderful. And I also like this like shooting star rainbow stuff, because again, there's just such a promise of a very happy success. That's what I have for you all, group 3. Ooh, this feels so good. I'm very, very happy for you all. I'm very proud of you all. If this reading has helped and if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Like, or, hit that like button. Also subscribe and comment below. Also, you can check out the links that I have in the description of this video. I have some tarot offerings. One is that I am now open for private live readings if you would like to book through me. Or book one with me. And then also there's a link for the next group tarot gathering. If you are a reader of tarot or oracle cards or any kind of divination tool, and you want to receive a reading from a bunch of other readers at the same time and also practice your craft, you can literally be at any level. It does not matter. Head to that link. It'll tell you more about what it's like. And it's we all meet together. It's usually on the last Saturday of every month at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We show up over Zoom, and you just come with your deck or your tool and a question that you'd like to receive a reading on. And you will receive a reading from several different readers, and also you will take part in giving readings to other readers. That's what we do there. I love doing it. It's $11 to sign up. Head to the link if you wanna. Otherwise, I'm sending you on your way. Just please remember, we are all free, and we are also all connected always at the exact same time. I love you. Hello again. I am showing you all the decks that I use in this reading, starting with the 3 tarot decks that you guys chose from. Technically, I started every reading off with 2 cards from this deck, and then this deck for what will help you with your challenges, and then the last oracle deck that I use just at the way we baby end. Just in case you guys are curious, I like to show you. But okay, that's it. I love you. Enjoy your week.